My balcony was 8 feet by 4 feet of wasted concrete. Too small for furniture, too boring to enjoy, basically just where I stored things I didn't want inside. Then I discovered that the waste wasn't my tiny balcony. It was all the actual waste I kept throwing away that could have transformed it. Today, my 32 square foot balcony gets more compliments than some people's entire backyards. Every single feature you're about to see was built from materials headed for the trash. The vertical garden producing fresh herbs, plastic bottles and old pallets, the seating area where I have morning coffee, shipping pallets and fabric scraps. Total investment? Under $30. Welcome to Daily Garden Fix, where we prove small spaces with zero budget can create maximum impact. Hit subscribe because I'm about to show you 15 unique ways to transform waste materials into beautiful balcony features that'll make you actually want to spend time outside. Let's turn trash into your new favorite room. Idea 1. Bottle brick privacy wall. You've seen bottle planters, but my interlocking bottle brick system creates structural privacy walls that also insulate and glow. Here's the unique technique. I collect same-size bottles, fill them with colored water mixed with a drop of bleach, prevents algae, then stack them horizontally using modified mortar. The bottles become actual building blocks, creating translucent walls. The innovation is my lighting integration. I add waterproof LED strips behind the bottle wall. At night, the colored water-filled bottles glow like stained glass, creating ambient lighting while maintaining privacy. The wall provides screening during the day, mood lighting at night. Here's the genius part. In hot climates, the water-filled bottles act as thermal mass, absorbing heat during the day and releasing it slowly at night. In cold climates, they provide insulation. The wall regulates balcony temperature passively. Cost is essentially free using collected bottles, plus maybe $5 for LED strips. Standard bottle planters just hold plants. Mine create functional architecture that insulates, illuminates, and provides privacy. Idea 2. Pallet Murphy table. Pallet furniture is common. My fold-down Murphy table that disappears when not needed is space-saving genius. Here's what's unique. I mount a pallet section to the balcony wall using heavy-duty hinges at the bottom. The pallet folds down, creating a table, folds up flat against the wall when not in use. When folded up, I plant herbs in the pallet slats, creating a living wall. The innovation is dual functionality. Table position, workspace for meals, drinks, or laptop work. Wall position, vertical herb garden. The same structure serves both purposes depending on current needs. I also add a chalkboard paint panel to the pallet back. When folded down as table, the chalkboard faces up for menu planning. When folded up as wall, it displays herb names and garden notes. Cost is free for pallets. The space-saving fold-down design solves the biggest balcony problem: how to have furniture without losing floor space. Idea 3. Yogurt cup fairy lights. String lights are standard. My custom light shades from yogurt cups create themed lighting installations. The unique approach: I collect yogurt cups, cut decorative patterns into them, stars, flowers, geometric designs, then slide them over individual bulbs on string lights. The patterns project onto surrounding walls, creating shadow art. Here's the innovation. I layer multiple cups of different colors over single bulbs, creating color mixing effects. Clear cup with blue cup over it creates gradient lighting. The layered approach produces complex color effects from simple materials. I also create seasonal themes. Spring, flower patterns in pastels. Summer, tropical cutouts in brights. Fall, leaf patterns in oranges. Winter, snowflake designs in whites. The same string lights transform seasonally by changing the cup shades. Cost is free using saved cups. The projected shadow patterns create lighting that's functional art rather than just illumination. Idea 4. Detergent bottle self-watering planters. Bottle planters are everywhere. My wicking system creates self-watering planters that need attention just once weekly. Here's what's unique. I cut detergent bottles in half horizontally. The top portion inverts into the bottom, creating a reservoir. But here's the innovation. I thread braided cotton rope through the bottleneck, creating capillary wicks. The wicking system draws water from the reservoir into soil as plants need it. The plants never overwater or underwater. They self-regulate through capillary action. This is actual engineering, not just a planter. The Genius Edition is my water level indicators. I insert clear straws into reservoirs, marking optimal water levels with permanent marker. At a glance, I see which planters need refilling without guessing. Cost is free using bottles and old t-shirts cut into wick strips. The self-watering system means I water once weekly instead of daily, perfect for busy people or forgetful gardeners. Idea 5. Cardboard tube vertical garden paper tube planters exist. My hexagonal honeycomb structure creates engineered vertical gardens. The unique method. I collect paper towel and toilet paper tubes, arrange them in honeycomb patterns, then bind them together using natural twine, creating geometric wall sculptures. The tubes become individual planting cells. Here's the innovation. The honeycomb arrangement provides structural strength standard single-tube designs lack. The geometry distributes weight evenly across the structure. As tubes biodegrade, which they will after a season, roots penetrate into neighboring cells, creating interconnected root networks. I also treat tubes with linseed oil before planting, extending lifespan from 3 months to full growing seasons. The biodegradable nature means I compost the entire structure at season's end and build fresh walls next year. Cost is free using collected tubes. The engineered honeycomb geometry creates structural integrity, while the biodegradable materials make this truly sustainable. It literally returns to earth. Idea 6. Tire ottoman planters. Tire planters just hold soil. My ottoman design creates furniture and planters. Here's what's unique. I stack 2 tires, fill the bottom tire completely with soil, creating a planted base. The top tire gets a fitted plywood circle and foam cushion, creating a seat. The ottoman is simultaneously planter and furniture. The innovation is my hidden storage. Between the 2 tires, I create a hollow space accessing through a hinged door cut in the top tire's side. This hidden compartment stores garden tools, cushions, or supplies. I also paint tires in coastal resort colors: turquoise, coral, sunny yellow, and add rope wrapping around the bases. The aesthetic treatment makes tires look like expensive outdoor furniture rather than repurposed trash. Cost is free for tires, about $8 for foam and fabric. The tri-functional design, seating, planting, storage, solves multiple balcony needs in one recycled object. Idea 7. Wine cork vertical garden. Wine cork crafts are cute. My living wall system creates actual functional gardens. The unique technique. I collect hundreds of corks, hollow out the centers, then hot glue them to a backing board, creating a dense cork wall. Each hollowed cork becomes a microplanter for small succulents or air plants. Here's the innovation. I create gradient patterns by staining cork sections with wine, staying on brand. Light cork, medium cork, dark cork arranged in ombre patterns or geometric designs. The cork itself becomes the art, with plants adding living details. The moisture-wicking properties of cork make it perfect for plants. The cork absorbs excess water, preventing rot, releases moisture, slowly keeping plants hydrated. It's natural irrigation management through material properties. Cost is free if you save your own corks or ask restaurants for theirs. The dense cork wall creates textural interest, while the hollow cork planters hold surprising amounts of plants in minimal space. Idea 8. Milk jug hanging planters. Standard jug planters are basic. My stackable chandelier system creates dimensional displays. Here's what's unique. I cut jugs in decorative patterns, scalloped edges, geometric shapes, wave patterns. Then I connect multiple jugs vertically using adjustable length chains, creating cascading chandelier formations. The innovation is my weight distribution system. I hang jugs at progressively shorter chain lengths as you go down, creating Christmas tree shapes. The weight distribution prevents bottom-heavy sagging that destroys standard vertical jug gardens. I also drill multiple drainage holes, creating built-in irrigation cascades. Water the top jug, excess drains into the next jug down, then the next, creating cascade watering for entire chandeliers from one water source. Cost is free using jugs. The chandelier arrangement with cascade irrigation creates sophisticated vertical gardens from basic plastic jugs. Idea 9. Newspaper pot seed. Starting system: newspaper pots for seeds are known. My interlocking modular system creates professional nursery setups. The unique approach: I fold newspapers into hexagonal pots that nest together like honeycomb. The hexagonal shape means pots support each other, creating stable arrays without separate trays. Here's the innovation: I label each pot section by soaking newspaper strips in food coloring before folding. Blue pots are tomatoes, red pots are peppers, yellow pots are herbs. The color coding survives transplanting since entire pots go in the ground. The biodegradable pots eliminate transplant shock. Roots grow through newspaper directly into garden soil. The newspaper composts naturally, adding organic matter while plants establish. Cost is free using newspapers. The color-coded hexagonal system creates professional seed starting organization from literal trash. Idea 10. CD mosaic privacy screen. CD crafts usually create sun catchers. My engineered screen creates privacy while managing light. Here's what's unique: I layer CDs on wire mesh at precise angles calculated for my balcony's orientation. The angles redirect harsh afternoon sun while allowing morning light through. The screen provides privacy without creating darkness. The innovation is my weather vane integration. I mount the entire CD screen on a central pivot with wind vane attachment. Strong winds rotate the screen automatically, preventing wind damage while creating kinetic art that moves with weather. The reflective CDs also deter birds, protecting balcony plants from feathered pests. The same structure provides privacy, manages light, prevents wind damage, and protects plants. Cost is free using old CDs. The engineered light management transforms simple CDs into functional architecture. Idea 11. Denim hanging pocket gardens. Fabric pocket gardens exist. My waterproof denim system actually lasts. The unique technique: I disassemble old jeans preserving pockets, then treat denim with waterproofing spray. I reassemble pockets onto backing fabric, creating pocket arrays, installing plastic liner inside each pocket. Here's the innovation: I use the jean legs to create watering tubes. I sew tubes vertically behind pocket rows, puncturing small holes at each pocket level. One watering point at the top irrigates all pockets through the tube system. The denim's thickness provides insulation, protecting roots from temperature extremes. The jean pockets are deeper than standard fabric pockets, supporting larger root systems. Cost is free using old jeans. The integrated irrigation with insulated pockets creates functional gardens that actually perform, not just look cute. Idea 12. Shoe organizer herb garden. Shoe organizer gardens are popular. My rotating vertical system provides even sun exposure. Here's what's unique: I mount shoe organizers on lazy Susan bearings at the base. The entire garden rotates, letting me turn it throughout the day, providing even sun exposure to all pockets. The innovation is my companion planting arrangement. I group herbs by compatible relationships: basil with tomatoes, cilantro with lettuce. Each pocket grouping creates beneficial plant communities. The rotation ensures all communities get equal light. I also color-code pockets using fabric markers. Blue pockets are moisture lovers, red pockets are drought tolerant. The color system prevents watering mistakes. Cost is about $10 for organizer plus Lazy Susan. The rotating system with companion grouping creates scientifically organized gardens from basic shoe storage. Idea 13. Aluminum can wind chimes, 1145, 1235. Can wind chimes exist? My tuned instrument creates actual music. The unique approach, I select cans of varying sizes and cut them to specific lengths, creating musical scales. I test each can's pitch by striking it, adjusting length until it produces the desired note. Here's the innovation. I arrange cans in pentatonic scale order. Any combination of notes sounds harmonious because the scale prevents dissonance. The chimes create beautiful music even in random wind patterns. I also paint can interiors with different colors. Looking up into the hanging chimes shows colorful tube interiors, creating visual interest from below. The chimes are sculptural art from below, musical instruments from all sides. Cost is free using cans. The acoustic engineering creates intentional music rather than random noise. Idea 14. Plastic bag, woven outdoor rug. Plastic bag crafts are common. My weatherproof woven rug creates functional floor covering. The unique technique, I cut plastic bags into continuous strips, then crochet them into tight weave, creating waterproof, durable outdoor rugs. The plastic yarn is surprisingly strong and doesn't rot. Here's the innovation. I create drainage patterns in the weave. Looser weave sections allow water drainage while tight sections provide solid footing. The strategic weave variation creates rugs that shed rain rather than holding water. I also blend colors intentionally. Bags sorted by color create striped patterns, ombre effects, or geometric designs. The plastic rug becomes floor art. Cost is free using collected bags. The weatherproof woven rug solves the outdoor floor covering problem using materials destined for landfills. Idea 15. Tetra Pak vertical garden wall Tetra Pak planters are basic. My interlocking modular system creates reconfigurable walls. Here's what's unique. I cut Tetra Paks uniformly, creating tongue and groove connections that let them interlock horizontally and vertically. The wall becomes modular. I rearrange sections constantly. The innovation is my capillary mat system. I line the back of the entire wall with moisture retention fabric. Water applied at the top wicks through the entire wall, irrigating all sections. One watering point services the entire installation. The Tetra Pak material is waterproof yet breathable, perfect for plant roots. The modular nature means I reconfigure my wall weekly based on mood or plant needs. Cost is free using drink containers. The modular reconfigurable design with capillary irrigation creates professional living walls from juice boxes. 15 waste materials transformed into beautiful balcony features. The pattern? Engineering thinking that solves real problems while creating beauty. Anyone can put plants in bottles. Few people create thermal mass walls, fold-down furniture, or acoustic wind instruments. That's what makes small space gardening exciting. The constraint forces innovation. Your balcony is waiting. Stop seeing it as too small and start seeing it as perfectly sized for creative transformation. Which waste material will you transform first? Comment below with your choice. Subscribe to Daily Garden Fix for more space-saving innovations. Now go rescue some waste and make your balcony beautiful.